I'm gonna say yes. I feel like I know all of you guys already.
Oh, you got the slow clap.
Nice courtesy clap. There's one guy in the back.
Yeah. Only half of it was sarcastic.
So should we introduce ourselves and kick this thing off?
Let the lady.
My name is Brittany Karbooski.
Yeah.
And Brittany, what are you known for?
Anime. No, I play Black Star and Soul Leader. I'm Pride, Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. I'm in a lot of animes.
Are you in Air Gear?
Huh?
Are you in Air Gear?
I'm in Air Gear in some small parts. That was done at EDV, but that was when I first started. Yeah, I'm in a lot of stuff, just like, you know, smaller parts.
She books a lot.
Well, a lot of small parts.
There are no small parts.
Only small people.
That's right.
I'm one of those.
I love small parts. Those are my favorite ones to do.
It depends.
Yeah.
Sometimes they're really fun, sometimes they're not. So.
I like cleaning up other people's stuff that they don't do. Yeah. Like garlic on the top.
Yeah, oh god. Like, did somebody cut their toenails in here?
Oh, that was me, sorry.
Okay, that's a true story. That's true.
I believe it.
Funimation.
Someone has eczema. Oh.
Oh god.
Wow. We're going to touch on every bodily function that's possible.
Hopefully we'll get all of them.
This
We'll
is that
catch them
panel.
all.
This panel usually happens really late at night, but it's happening now.
I think all my panels usually should happen. We're really shooting not. And be carded at the door. No.
Is there anything else we should know about you?
No, you guys don't want to know.
Okay, go next.
I'm Steve Blum. I'm from LA, and see what happens when you pay people. That's what
It's a football.
Oh my God! Slow clap is the new thing that's going to be following me around, and it's going to have multiple meanings too.
Yes.
Garlic and slow clap. Wow. My memories of Orlando. And you?
Yes, thank you. Oh wait, did you?
No, I was passing it up to you.
You're passing.
I'm known for in anime Cowboy Bebop. Mostly.
Samurai Champloo.
Thank you. And Final Fantasy VII.
And he was in
Naruto. And Orochimaru.
He was in Dragon Age.
Yes. Dragon Age. I was drunk through that whole thing, but yes.
Giant Robo.
Giant Robo.
Yes.
What have you been stalking me? How do you know this stuff?
Okay.
I'm honored and a little creeped out at the same
My
time.
wife is a big fan. She started me on watching Giant Robo and Cowboy Bebop at the same time. And when I heard you in Giant Robo, I'm like, is that guy from the other show? And she's like, no. And I look, yeah, it is.
Yeah, that was really early in my career too.
That was an awesome
That was really fun.
I should have had that.
I got to scream, he should have had that part. Yeah, they keep remaking it every 5 years, so you might as well. Okay. This, ladies and gentlemen, is...
I'm Brett Weaver. Hi. I'll hit the big ones. I was Toji and Evangelion. I was Carrot, Gleiss, and Sorcerer Hunters. I was Gai Daigoji and Martian's successor Nadesco. I was Dragon Half. I was Damaramu in that. See, these are all old. These are a little bit old, not as old as Giant Robo, but back then. And I was in the Brotherhood one, FMA. Yeah, Brotherhood, but nothing important. And I was, it was a guy who shows up and dies. But
Yes!
That's important. Somebody has to do that.
That's true. And Witchblade, I was in that, and I've done a lot of stuff, so I'm glad to be here. I'm the guy that's always very exuberant. Oh, and I was Roy Fokker in Macross. So, yeah, and I'm the guy that gets really excited and then is killed. That's basically the roles that I
We all do, though, at some point.
Yeah.
Yes.
Were you just cheering because sometime I'm gonna die, or?
Don't get too excited, you'll be okay.
You can see where that was coming from. There's like a ghost in the back of him shouting these things out. It's like a Tourette's issue.
St. James High School rules.
Yeah.
No one.
Wow.
I tried to.
Oh well, you have to throw it up every now and then. Sometimes. All right, so you guys have questions for us? Anybody have anything on your mind? That burning question that's been keeping you up at night.
Wait, don't tell us about any medical issues.
Yeah. Does this look infected?
Okay, well, you have a question, right?
Yes.
What happened to your wrist?
I broke it doing a movie.
What movie?
Tell that awesome story, because that's an awesome story.
I was filming a movie. It's going to be coming out called Atrocity, and I get hit by this guy, and I'm supposed to like spin and hit the wall, and I had this like big block thing, and I'm supposed to hit up against the wall, you know, to make a sound, because it was like a single shot, and I went through the wall instead, and I broke my wrist, but we used it.
Was it pretty awesome?
Really, it actually looks pretty cool, man. It looked like there was a huge cigar like underneath my hand. Like it looks sick, man. It looks sick. It's good.
I get a sore throat after a rough session. She's like, what's her walls? You're like
I
a
break
real
stuff.
superhero.
I don't know why I break
Wow.
things, except for I break things. Superheroes don't.
Still cool. Still cool.
Thanks for asking though, but I just got the cast off, so I'm good now. Yeah. But what else, guys? Cues for our niece?
Like, you said if you get a sore throat after, a rough session, like, do you say I have to take a couple days? Like, can you find that balance between that project and the next?
Yeah. Are you asking me specifically or all of us? Yeah.
Tell us.
Come here, sit on my lap. Yeah, for me, it's actually more than a sore throat. I get it through my whole chest and sinus cavity and everything because I'm hired a lot to scream a lot, unfortunately. And in LA, there's maybe a dozen of us that do that really well in the deeper tones for creatures and military stuff. So I'm hired for that all the time, and I scream my guts out, and I feel like I've literally been through a battle. At the end of it, I'm sore from the inside out. I feel like there's internal bleeding and bruising, and I feel like my uvula is left somewhere on the mic stand. And
You can kind of taste a little bit of iron in your
yeah,
spit.
yeah,
Really.
yeah,
It
iron,
happens.
blood,
It tastes
and
blood.
bone, and yeah, it literally feels like I've been through a battle at the end of that. So sometimes I do need recuperation time, and usually I'll try to book screaming sessions on Friday specifically. And I won't do screaming sessions for more than 2 hours at a time anymore.
Yeah, you gotta put an hour limit on it. I can only do Black Star for 4 hours at a time, or else there was no voice. It was completely gone.
Yeah.
Completely.
And the people that produce these things don't really understand the toll it does take on the actors, and they just think, we're there and we're paid, so we should just scream and do everything they say 50 times for each line. And on a video game, that could be 600 lines, 5 times. So it gets to be pretty rough after a while. But yeah, we have to take care of that.
I did a show called Go Danner once, and I was the lead in that. And when we'd go into the booth, I'd say, okay, take all the screaming lines and put them at the end. Let's just skip over all of that. And my director would always be like, does this sound? Because towards the end, you don't know which one's the talking lines and which one's the screaming lines at the end. He's like, do you think that's a screaming line? I don't know, let's just push through.
Yeah.
And I'd always say, okay, well, we've got 2 days scheduled. He's like, okay, put those to tomorrow.
Yeah.
Let's do it tomorrow. And it's amazing how afterwards you're like, oh, I'm okay. And then about 30 minutes later,
Yeah.
A lot of that happens the next day. Even.
Yeah.
You'll be at another session and it's gone. There's nothing there. And sometimes the projected lines take just as much of a toll as the screaming lines. And by projected, I mean saying something like "incoming" to that level. But saying that 50 times in a row will just tear the crap out of your throat. So.
Yeah. I agree.
Excellent question.
That is a really good question. Okay, when you
Thank you
did
for
Go
sharing.
Danner, did you record with anyone else?
yes, I did. I recorded with Lucy.
Lucy Christian?
Not Lucy Christian, the other little one.
Oh, they're all little.
The one who...
Everyone from ADV was tiny. I don't
Yes.
know why. They're all really short.
Not
Everything was
Lucy
not bigger in
Christian,
Texas.
but...
Oh, Hillary Hay?
Hillary Hay.
Hillary Hay.
Yes.
Okay, the reason why I'm asking guys is when we did Go Dinner, they did this experiment where they were going to have 2 people record in the booth at one time. It was a nightmare. Oh my gosh. Because if you were going quick at a quick pace, the other person wasn't. You got to wait. And you gotta wait, and then they gotta drink some water, and then and I'm just like, oh my gosh, I just wanna go. Let's do this, let's do this.
Okay, I want to say something slightly bad.
What?
But it's going to sound bad, but just stick with me, okay? So the way we had it is they had the central room where the recording, the equipment was, right? And then a booth on this side and a booth on this side is how we had it. We could see each other from across the way. And here I have Hillary Haig, and I don't know if any of you guys have ever seen pictures of her, but she's hot. And
Yes, very hot.
very and a
Very
nice,
attractive.
you know, and she is also extremely professional in that she can turn it on and turn it off.
Mm-hmm.
Now me, I'm usually staying within my character kind of along the way just to keep my level up, but she can do awesome light, then she would stop. And she'd have
Read a
her chair
magazine.
and read a magazine, and she would lean over and be reading the magazine, and I'm looking across going, how am I supposed to do my lines with her leaning over the chair, reading a
She
magazine?
still does that. She'll do like Sudoku, and then they'll be like, okay, blah, 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 blah,
And
blah,
nail
blah,
it.
blah. And
Yeah.
it's perfect. Ugh.
Yeah, I was like, I don't know whether to tell her to stop it, or just like, no, it's cool, just keep, you know, thank you.
You should ever just place a magazine on her butt, so that's what you're sitting and you're looking at as you're
Reading.
Yeah, so you can do that between your lines. See, that's only fair.
Yeah, because, well, I think I had the better view, you know?
Yeah.
Before she had to look at me going, oh, yeah, there's Brett.
But she's probably at a convention right now singing that. Brett, he kept bending over his chair, and I was outside.
That is a married dude.
Yeah, she's married and has a baby.
But she's not dead, so
You know what?
doesn't
It's
mean
not,
she has to, act out on it.
it's appreciating beauty, it's not lust.
That's right, as I am right now.
Suddenly a common Leron thing.
Can I call you Derek? Sorry, we were just saying if we got searched by anybody in security, if they patted us down at the airport, he was saying that he's gonna be like, and like,
as they
got
touch
really
me.
quiet and be like, can I call you Derek?
Just like as they pat me down, I'd lean into it.
Just to freak them out. They'd be like, oh my god, don't search that guy. Sorry, we had to explain it so you guys didn't go.
Homeland Security.
Yeah, exactly. That would freak them out so bad. You know that would. They'd be like, I don't even want to
Like,
just go.
You know, because my point is if you're going to make me feel uncomfortable, then I should return the favor. Like, are they going to be saying,
You're here.
you know? And as I said before, I've never had a stranger cut my balls, so usually you have to pay for that. So,
Oh my god.
My reputation just took a note. That quick. That's how it happens. It's on YouTube now. I'm cutting these balls. Awesome.
Steve Brett
Steve Brett.
fanfic.
Awesome.
So, any other questions? Yo? Yay.
You're newer, because I haven't, like, Soul Eater I love. I haven't seen too much other than that. Like, how did you get into the business?
I was doing the Rocky Horror Show, and Chris Ayers was directing it, and they had like a flip cast with Greg Ayers and Chris Ayers and Chris Patton and Monica Rial, and the founder of thank you, you're a hero, it's coffee. The founder of ADV came to see all of his friends in it, you know, that he works with, and then asked me to come in, and I was like, I sang, so I was like, to sing? He's like, no, to talk. I was like, what? But then I found out I didn't know anything about anime at the time. Like Ghost Speed Racer was the extent. So you know, but I love it now. But yeah, I kind of just felt I was walking and I fell into a hole. I mean, it was total by chance.
I think you're probably aggravating a few people. I don't have to work hard.
No. I mean, I was acting for like my whole life. I've been acting, and I was doing professional musical theater when I got into it. So I was always acting.
Sing us a song.
Sing you a song? Rescue me, come on baby, and rescue me.
I
on Voices for Peace, which is a really, really good thing. Voices for Peace and Tolerance. It benefits families affected by war and abuse.
I'm also on it, but
Yes.
in one song.
There's a lot of voice actors just did some songs and recorded them with Jan Scott Fraser, produced it. She's still doing them, and she's trying to get an array of actors, you know, just to go through and sell it to fans for benefit. It's a really nice thing. But yeah. I don't actually. I wish I did, but I haven't seen Jan in like 2 years, so
Yeah.
it's been a while. Yeah.